In another northwest town, Klerksdorp, have had to be shut down due to severe structural damage. Buildings across the country were evacuated after the quake, which was felt as far as Mozambique and Zimbabwe. AngloGold Ashanti says 17 employees at its Great Noligwa and Moab Khotsong mines sustained minor injuries. All right, for more on this story now, let's cross to our reporter Lizette Labuskaghni, who is at the centre from where the relief efforts are being organised. Lizette, a very good morning to you. What exactly is being done at this stage for the families affected by the quake?
Good morning, Leanne. We are currently here at the Dr. Kenneth Kahunda District Municipality's Disaster Management Centre. Now, there's not much development here at the moment. We are understanding that from around 7 o'clock, the disaster management teams will come here and gather again to see where they can assist communities. We know that they were out quite late last night, as late as 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, assisting those that were affected. We did see in the Kuma informal settlement just outside of Stilfontein that there were quite some damage to homes there, and the disaster management teams assisting the residents there to move their furniture from these homes and just ensuring that it is safe there and that the people that are now homeless will have somewhere to stay for the night at least.
The quake hit a major mining area. How has it affected mining operations?
Leanne, we did manage to speak to a mine worker late last night around 8 o'clock. He then only arrived back at home, saying he was underground at AngloGold Ashanti's mine when just after 12 o'clock the earth started shaking. He says he was driving a locomotive underground. He says the dust was so bad that he could not even see his finger in front of his face. They were then told at around 2 o'clock that they must start evacuating the mine, but because there was no electricity and there is such a large amount of mine workers that had to be evacuated, he only started evacuating just after 4 o'clock, reaching the surface after 6 o'clock. Now this morning we touched base with him and he is indicating that they will not be going underground this morning, that it is still not safe for them to work and that they will only go back to work once the extent of the damage has been ascertained and once it is declared safe for them to actually go back to mine.
The angle that we are reporting on here in the news is that the Council for Geoscience saying that there could be further aftershocks of this earthquake. Are there fears in that area? Are there contingency plans in place if in fact there are some aftershocks there? Obviously we know that it was further from that area, but obviously that being the epicenter.
Well, Leanne, we were in Klerksdorp when the earthquake hit this area, which is about 30 kilometers from Orkney. And we are not used to earthquakes. We were quite shaken by it and wanted to know what happened. But the residents of Orkney saying they are so used to feeling these tremors, the mines blasting, that they were not even fazed when they actually heard these earthquakes coming on. They were just continuing with their work as usual. People that were in the area, especially those that are staying in dilapidated buildings, people that are homeless, were warned to stay away from these structures at least for a few days because it is not safe. Now, we did feel an aftershock just after 7 o'clock where we were in the Kuma informal settlement. It was only a little tremor, but still people were seen running in the streets afraid that those damaged buildings would fall over and might injure them. So we were warned that we must at least be safe and look out for ourselves for the rest of the day.
All right, we'll catch up with you a bit later on, find out if there are any updates. Thank you very much for talking to us. Lizette Labuskaghni is in Orkney. She's our reporter on the scene there.